Lost and Found in the Maldives. Story by Amie Malmstrom. Illustrations by Pitchayut Samutsarn.
The little bunny opened his eyes, and the first thing he saw was a beautiful white sandy beach. Even though his fur was wet, he felt warm and realized that he must have been sleeping on the sand for some time as the sun was rising. He couldn't remember why he was floating in the sea holding onto a coconut, but he recalled that there had been a storm and he had washed up on the warm white sand. It felt soft and lovely under his little paws. His fur was very wet, so it was wonderful to feel the sun and the warm wind. He closed his eyes and enjoyed the moment. Suddenly, he saw big black shadows over his head, flying above him, screaming. He jumped quickly into a bush and hid. What was that? He wondered. He waited in the bush to catch his breath, and then he heard a well-known sound. It came from his stomach and told him that he was very hungry. He looked around and noticed all the fresh green shoots and leaves near him. That will do for now, he thought, but maybe I can search for some yummy juicy vegetables later. Just as he was about to take a bite from a green leaf, he heard a noise right behind him. He lifted his ears and tried to figure out what the noise was. Out from the next bush jumped a bunny. She was the sweetest bunny he had ever seen. She was black and white with big eyes, long eyelashes, and a tiny, beautiful nose. "Hello there," said the sweet bunny to him. "Oh, hello." He felt his heart beating a little faster. "Where did you come from?" she asked. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I'm very happy to be here," he replied, giving her his biggest smile while munching on a juicy leaf. "Where am I?" he asked. "You are on an island called Confunadu, in the middle of the Bar Atoll in the Maldives, and we live in a beautiful resort called Soneva Fushi," she replied, wrinkling her nose, thinking that it is typical for boys to talk with their mouths full of food. "We have many different animals here. Maybe you have already seen the big black crows." "Oh my," Benjamin thought. That's what the shadows were. "They are very curious and always check out the newcomers on the island," she continued. "The children are asked not to feed the crows because it encourages them to hang around and sometimes take things from guests. Once they took a watch that was lying on a table. They are naughty creatures and all of us bunnies are a bit scared of them. But we also have other birds like the herons. They have long legs and are very friendly and just walk around slowly. A bit boring, I might say." Then she smiled and said, "Come with me. I will show you our organic garden. There are a lot of goodies there." They both hopped through the bushes and came to a long road. "Wow, this is going to be exciting," he thought. "Is it a big island?" he asked. "Oh yes, it is, and we are a big family here," she continued. "We have so much fun together, but most of all we feel very safe. The owners and the people who work here are very kind. They just love us bunnies," she said with a proud look on her face. "The guests that come here also love us, but some of them feed us bread and food that is not very good for our health. Our fur gets rough and ugly. I personally would never eat bread, but some of my friends can't resist it. Anyway, this is our lovely garden." He looked across and saw a huge garden full of delicious vegetables in front of him, and he just wanted to run around it yelling, "Yippee! This is paradise!" But instead he kept quiet, waiting for his new friend. "Oh, forgive me," he said. "I forgot to ask what your name is." "My name is Bonnie the Bunny. What's yours?" "My name is Benjamin. They call me Benjamin Bunny after one of their friends." And Benjamin felt his ears turning red. Bonnie smiled. "Hello, Sir Benjamin. Who are they?" "My owners, the children. We were on a boat. My memory is coming back. I think I fell overboard. When I woke up, I was on this beautiful island. But now I'm very hungry. Are there any carrots around?" "Of course, and I can see Rocky the rabbit, over there at the rabbit cafe, where they feed us carrots and lettuce. Is the biggest bunny on the island. He loves to exercise, so he eats a lot, and he is always protecting me. I think he likes me," she smiled. "He invited me to watch a game of tennis, and we have been outside the gym a couple of times, but it's not much fun just watching people sweating and lifting weights. I prefer to sit outside the spa and feel the calm atmosphere there. It smells so good, and people look very relaxed and happy." Bonnie and Benjamin both enjoyed a carrot snack at the cafe, and then they hopped back to the main path. They kept to the side because so many people came cycling very fast down the sandy road. "Come with me. I know a shortcut," she said. "Where are we going now?" he asked. "To the restaurant. It's so nice to chill out there, and so many sweet children want to play with us and feed us. But remember, say no to bread and cookies, and eat only vegetables. Otherwise you'll look like my little friend TB, Tummy the bunny." I told her not to eat anything else other than vegetables, but she didn't listen to me. And now she's too tired to come and have fun with us, and she's also losing her beautiful fur. When he saw the children in the restaurant, Benjamin started to remember his own family. The mother, father, 2 boys and a little girl. The little girl used to pat him and brush him every day. He missed her a lot. He was missing all of his family. But this was an adventure, and he was very happy to have met Bonnie. "What else do you do here apart from eating?" he asked. "Oh, in the evenings we watch the stars and guess their names. They all have bunny names, you know, like the 3 wise bunnies or Polar Bunny." We also visit Turtle Beach. Turtles come in many different sizes, and they usually swim around in the sea. The big turtles come here every year to lay their eggs. And do you know that when they are born here, they will always come back again in the future to lay their eggs? They move so slowly on the beach, and yet they're not afraid of us or the people here. We heard a story about a couple on their honeymoon who were having a romantic dinner on the sandbank, when suddenly a big turtle came up beside them and started to dig a hole to lay their eggs. "Maybe they need glasses and hearing aids," she laughed. Benjamin was not sure if Bonnie meant the honeymooners or the turtles, but he was too shy to ask. "And sometimes we watch the sunrise," she continued. "It is very beautiful and romantic. Do you want to watch the sunrise with me tomorrow morning?" she asked him shyly. He could see her eyes become very big, looking into his. He felt a warm, tingling feeling in his little bunny heart, and of course he wanted to see the sunrise with Bonnie. He was still gazing into her eyes when suddenly he heard a loud yell. "Yeah! Yeah!" What on earth was that? He wondered. He could see she was smiling, and she said proudly, "What you hear are our good friends, the flying foxes. They are great. They hang upside down, looking cute. But you have to watch out. They might poop on you, and it is green. But it's supposed to be lucky, so they say." Many days went by. Benjamin got to know all the other rabbits on the island. He made new friends and they were eating and playing together, having fun. He was in love with Bonnie, and she felt the same towards him. He also got to know all the other animals on Kunfunadu. The chicken families, who were always finding something to eat on the ground, even if he could never see it, and the lizards and the funny geckos. The geckos were his favourite. They had small sticky feet that helped them climb anything, and their sound, tick tick, tick tick, it always made him so happy when he heard them. Guests are also asked to take their rubbish back home with them. And guess what? They also make new glass from old glass here. First, Benjamin didn't get it. What is the point of making new glass from old glass? But when Bonnie explained that it was old broken glass that was melted down and made into new beautiful glass sculptures, he understood. She also warned him not to go too close to the place where they made the old glass into something new. It was a very warm place, and it could be too hot for little bunnies. One day, Bonnie said, "Today I want to show you something very special." He jumped up, always curious to see new places on this beautiful island. "We're going to visit the den today," she said, and her eyes were shining with a magical glow. "There are so many children coming to the den to play. They have a disco with a real DJ and a mocktail bar to chill out in. And they can make nice things, play with Lego, cook food and play different instruments. They even have their own cinema and theatre. I know all of this because TB, Tummy the bunny, and I love to hear the children laughing and talking about their fun together." Bonnie and Benjamin spent their whole day around the den, so even in the evening they were both very tired and fell asleep next to each other, dreaming of the wonderful day that they'd had. The next day, a sailing boat came to the island. All the bunnies knew that this boat didn't belong to the resort, because all the resort boats had special names like Bunny So Fast, Bunny So Slow, and so on. This boat's name was Elsa. When Benjamin Bunny heard the name of the boat, he started jumping up and down. It was his family. They had come back. He hopped as fast as he could down to the jetty. He saw the little girl first. Oh, his heart felt warm. He was so happy to see her again. She yelled, "Mummy, Daddy, Benjamin is here!" They all came running to meet him. Everyone was so thrilled and relieved to see Benjamin again. They thought he was gone forever. Bonnie was hiding in a bush, watching how happy Benjamin was to meet his family again. When Benjamin saw Bonnie hiding, he called for her. "Come and meet my family, Bonnie. Don't be shy." Bonnie was not a shy rabbit, but she was a bit worried that she would lose Benjamin now. Soon they were going to have their own little family, and she wanted him to stay on the island. Very slowly, as her tummy was big, she hopped out from the bush and went to Benjamin on the jetty. Benjamin's owners could see that she was going to have babies soon. The little girl picked Benjamin up in her arms and started walking towards Elsa, the sailing boat. But her mother, who was very kind, said, "I think we should ask Benjamin Bunny if he wants to go with us, or stay here with his new friend." Benjamin looked into the little girl's eyes, which were big and blue. He wanted her to understand how much he loved her, but how he also loved Bonnie. In his little bunny heart, he felt that he had found his real home, and he was going to have his own family now. The little girl understood and started crying, but she put him down and went to hug her mother. Benjamin and Bonnie the bunny hopped back towards the island, But halfway, Benjamin turned around to get one last look at his former family. He wanted them to know that he was very happy now, and that he was proud to be a Soneva Fushi bunny. His family waved goodbye, and the father told him to look out for them again soon, as they will come back and visit him often. Benjamin and Bonnie had many lovely children, and they all lived happily ever after. In the evenings, they would tell their family the story of how they met many years ago during a beautiful sunrise. At Soneva, our aim is to create unforgettable, enlightening experiences for our guests while aiming to illuminate lives and tread lightly on the earth. With that in mind, we make every effort to create and follow sustainable practices, from recycling waste materials, conserving water, or preserving communities and ecosystems. Special thanks to our Soneva family who helped create this book. Ava Malmstrom Shivdasani, Pitchayut Samutsarn, Panchapon Kandri, Carissa Crowley, Supakon Orprayun, Siddhita Nemsum. The end.